Hi, I'm Jason Logson from adventure-logs.com, talking to you today from not so sunny South Padre Island. Today we're going to do a unboxing video and first impressions on the new split board from Flysurfer. I think it's the Flysurfer Trip. Verdant, fragile, handle with care, Beruf ist mit Honor, von Nazis Gruten, nie lasse Postober. Must be pretty exciting. Cool. Wow, very quality bag. Very quality. I really love my...
One eternity later.
Alright, part 2 of my unboxing of the new Flysurfer Splitboard, the Trip. Unfortunately, Ted forgot to add the other parts other than just the board. Honest mistake, no big deal. He got me the parts really quick, so I kind of had to stop the video, as you saw, just where I saw it. I did ride the board a little bit without fins and with the straps on my Nobile here, but I really can't comment because the straps weren't right or anything like that. So, and I only put like 10 minutes on the kite just because I wanted to use it. You know how it is when you have kite gear, you really want to use it. Finish up the unboxing. Let's see what Ted got me, and let's see the other parts of this board. So here we go. No fancy German writing on this one. Ooh. All right. Well, these look very similar to the Nobile bindings. They look comfortable. I don't know what the string's for, but they look nice. I haven't had new bindings in a long time. Got another Flysurfer bag, and that's actually really nice. I bet you that's to put this stuff in there when you're packing. Fire fin. Interesting. So these are different. It's a smart fit technology. You can exchange it without any tools. My question is, we'll see when we open it up, does that stick out? And maybe tools and handle. Looks very much like the old handles. I like these. They're nice and soft. They're not as hard as the plastic, but the only difference is these will wear out more and just they won't look as nice as long, but it's cool. So let's first talk about the bindings. They're very similar to the Nobile setup. I kind of liked the older bindings better. The old Flysurfer ones, which was basically two parts. You had the base, then you had the top, and that's it. And it all bolts together. These are nice because there's more adjustability, I guess. But what I didn't like about these is they were just kind of overcomplicated. I didn't like how long it took them to be built together. I didn't like that I didn't remember how the parts all went together. There used to be a diagram that told you, but that rubbed off. So I didn't really like those as much, but maybe these will be a little bit nicer. Yeah. Let's see these fire fins, which look cool. Interesting. Ah, they're kind of soft. It's fancy. So it looks like these go here, I guess, and then you tighten them down. I mean, that's cool that you know, you can adjust the fins, but if a split board, it's kind of weird. I mean, because you're still gonna have these sticking out, which means you still can't pack down as well. So that kind of seems a little strange. But I mean, hey, they may work well. I'll let you know and see what the difference is. I mean, they're neat that they're quick switching, but still have that sticking out, which means you're gonna have to undo them every time you break down. I'll report back to see how they are. I mean, they look very, very fancy. I don't know, maybe if you know something about the fire fins, you can write below. But, so that's kind of pointless to have detachable fins on a board that you're gonna have to take totally off anyhow. Now, it looks like there's a nice package, so that's cool. Now, I'm assuming that's these are strange screws. I think it's kind of pointless. I mean, it's nice having Loctite, but these fins are, this is going to be coming off all the time on a twin tip. So again, doesn't seem as appropriate, but anyhow, we'll see how it works. And then I'm assuming that this is the last of the hardware. Let's see. Flysurfer box with good shit. Good shit. So it looks like now they're giving like a washer with it, so that's kind of nice. And originally, when I first got these boards, you know, 6 years ago and whatnot, I was really big about toolless. I didn't want to have to carry any tools with me. I didn't like that if I forgot a screwdriver, I basically was screwed for the rest of the trip. So I was really big about toolless, which is what made me really like the Nobile system, because the Nobile is 100% completely toolless. That sounds great. They have these. The problem with these is when they break very easily. Now I don't know if they've updated these in the last couple of years, but these break easy, and once they break, yeah, you're basically done. You never over tighten these ever, because they'll just break on you. So that kind of sucks. So if you do the Nobile, always give you extras. They never gave you extra, which I thought was annoying. Maybe now they do. But if not, the first thing you do when you buy this is buy more of these. But now that I hydrofoil mostly and I have to have a toolkit with me and I'm used to it, it's not that big of a deal to have a screwdriver to assemble your board. So let's go ahead and assemble this real quick. I'll show you how quick it is to assemble, and then it doesn't look like there's much wind out there. And it looks cold, but if there's enough wind, I'll go out and kiteboard. So let's get this sucker assembled. There's some real easy instructions. It's pretty straightforward, nothing special about it. First, I'll do this. Ball it up, see which side's heel side. That's heel side. Fits right in. I was kind of hoping when I first saw this part that they're going to give optional different thickness and you can have different length boards, but I guess not. That's in. Heel side to heel side. So that's in. If it doesn't go in easily, that means you don't have it as tight. Nice and simple. Toe side, toe side. Done. That part's done and easy. Now, Flysurfer, because I always like to have it so it's facing me. That goes here with the two short screws. Let's do the fin. These I'll figure out what is best, but normally I like to keep it a little bit smaller of a stance for my knees. Pretty central. Let's see how that works. Usually it takes me a couple times to figure out what I like best. These are a little bit more of a pain to get just right. You gotta make sure these orange pieces aren't sticking out. That's another thing I didn't really like about these type of bindings is you gotta make sure everything's nice and tight or it won't fit as easily. It looks like you would be, if you have those thumb screws, you might be able to use them on this. There's enough room. I don't think I will, but that's a nice option. All right, then we got this. Let's figure out these fins. So these just basically, I guess, lock into place. Just like that. Not quite sure how to take them out. Oh, maybe like that, you squeeze it and they come out. No idea. Don't know what this tool is either. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I don't know. Whatever, I'll keep it. And you just install them. See, that Loctite is great. I'm sure it keeps them nice and tight, but it makes it more of a pain in your butt to have to replace. All right, let's finish up the other ones. These fins are a pain in the ass to put in. Hopefully they get better with age, because with this thread lock, it really makes it difficult. But on a plus side, they do give you a spare, so that's nice. It's always nice to have spares, because I don't know where I can find these in stainless. But they are definitely easier to install if you install it without the fin. What I don't understand is, how do you know, I guess these fins will click in? Answered my own question. If they don't click in, I don't think they're in. So that one, it didn't click in, it just came right out. So click it in. Wow. These are going to have to be tightened several times. There we go. All assembled, ready to take it out in the cold and try it out. First impressions, it's higher quality than the original FlySplit 1 and 2. You got some 3D shaping here. It's got a nicer finish. It's definitely an upgrade in quality. I'm on the wall about these fins. We'll see. I think they're kind of overkill for this, especially since a little part stays. It's kind of pointless. When you want to pack, you want to pack down flat as possible. At least in my experience, I like to be bulked down. And these are just so much of a pain in the ass to take on and out. I'm sure within time they'll be easier, but the Nobile, this is Nobile setup where you just go like that and you're done. Super fast, super quick. Only thing that sucks about this are the thumb screws. So I kind of like that better on the Nobile. It just sets up so much faster, so much easier. Plus, like if I'm throwing this in my back of my truck and I got other boards, it takes 2 seconds to take these off, and that's one less thing I have to worry about scraping other things up. So yeah, so I mean, for build up and breakdown, definitely the Nobile is easier, faster, which is nice. But as I said before, the Nobile is a good board. It is a good board, but it's not a good traveling board, in my opinion. The reason being is that there's so much concave on this board that it really needs a lot of power to really ride it properly. It's got awesome pop. It's really good for jumps and things like that. It's really soft on landings. So it is a comfortable board, but since you always need a lot of power, it's not a good travel board. So with this, we'll see. Not as much concave. It looks like this, and there's actually some negative concave, so that'll be interesting. I know they're trying to say this is more of an all-around board, so I'll try it out. I'm going to do the next couple days before I have to go back to work. I'll be braving the cold for you guys. It's like 40 degrees here in South Padre. But anyhow, I'll be doing a bunch of sessions with both boards back to back with the same kite, the same winds. I'm going to put a woo on here and see if there's any difference in jumps. Just kind of give you the overall feel of the board and what my opinion of it is. I'm excited. It's been a while to have a new board, so we'll see. And I really don't do much twin tipping anymore. I'm mostly hydrofoil. In fact, moving down here this last week, it was the first time in like a year I've been on a twin tip. But South Padre is really, really, really shallow, so I'll be doing a lot more twin tipping. So stay tuned. Next video will most definitely be coming back to this, telling you how I like it compared to the Nobile back to back, how I like it compared to the old FlySplits that I used to have, just a general sense if it's really worth the upgrade. And then if I got time, before I go back to work, I'll try, it's still coming down the line, my Sonic 3 review. I've got a lot more time underneath the kite now, and I just haven't had time to do any footage, but I've been riding a lot in overpowered conditions, and it's an amazing machine. It definitely is the next step in generation, the Sonic 3. I still need to compare my Groove hydrofoil boils, so that's coming. Anything else you guys need to see or want to see, let me know. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I moved down to South Padre Island, Texas, so I'm going to be able to kite a lot more when I'm home, and I can do a lot more footage. So if you guys ever need anything, let me know, and I can put it out there. But that's it for now. Of course, like, subscribe, comment, especially if you have this board and you've got any experiences to pass along, let me know. If you have the new Nobile boards with the new W connection and whatnot, and you got some information, let me know. It's curious, these boards kind of feel the same. Yeah, the Nobile is a little bit heavier. That board's always been a little bit heavier. The carbon composite on that generation for some reason was heavier than a normal, but it was super stiff. Like I said, it's a good board, not a good travel board. This seems a little bit lighter. Honestly, it feels a little bit heavier than my old FlySplits. I think it's because these are more beefier, the bindings, so they're heavier. And the fins definitely have more hardware, so I think that's what adds up. So we'll see. I don't have the weight of my old board, but I'll try to look it up and see. So again, stay tuned. Definitely got more more coming. So until then, I'm Jason Logson from Adventure Logs. I'll see you out on the water. Thanks.